This week on School Sports News, we take a look at some of the action from the Easter weekend. St. Stithians College hosts their annual Easter festival with hockey, netball and schoolboy rugby all on display. The rugby at St. John's and Cares offers big hits and stunning tries. Finally, we reveal the first schoolboy rugby rankings for 2013. St. Stithians College, celebrating their 60th anniversary, hosted their 30th annual Easter Rugby Festival featuring 12 schoolboy teams from around the country. Saints is the home of the Easter Rugby Festivals, and 2013 featured 4 teams who participated in the original festival back in 1984. Day 1 saw wins for Wynberg, St. Andrews, St. Albans, Windhoek High, Pretoria Boys and Bishops. This set up an exciting second day where the crowds packed around the Baytop field in numbers. 2 of the winning teams from day 1, Wynberg and St. Albans, met in the second game of the day. Wynberg had an excellent 2012 season and made sure they stamped the authority on the game from the outset. The penultimate match of day 2 pitted 2 traditional rugby schools in Pretoria Boys High and Bishops against one another. Boys High dominated the first half, taking a 20-10 lead at the break. Bishops fought back hard in the second half, but it ended 20-15 to the delight of the Boys High captain.
Yeah, that's pure heart from the boys. I mean, there was 5 minutes there that I couldn't feel my legs. The boys kept on pushing, and that's what Boys High is all about. We felt the passion on the field, not just 1-1, but the whole team stood together, and it's just a gutsy performance from the boys.
The final match of the day saw the host St. Stithians take on St. Andrews College from Grahamstown. St. Andrews went in as favourites but suffered an early setback as Jordan Sachs scored a try to give Saints the early lead. St. Andrews hit back tries by Ethan Fontaine and Ben Dovey before 2 Innocent Radebe penalties closed the gap to 15-13 in the visitors' favour at half-time. In the second half, a brace of tries from Brian Ferguson and Ryan Horn helped St. Andrews to seal a memorable 32-16 win.
Yeah, it's very disappointing, but I don't think I have to motivate the guys at all. The jersey's enough. Wearing the white means a lot to the Oaks, and I'm sure we'll bounce back on Monday.
Day 3 saw the Cape schools dominate with Sachs, Bishops, St. Andrews and Wynberg all claiming wins over their northern rivals. Sachs ran in 9 tries to beat the Squinspread Invitational 49-0, whilst Bishops disposed of Helpmakar with a 34-12 victory to the Capetonians. St. Andrews picked up their 3rd win of the festival with a hard-fought 22-20 win over Pretoria Boys High to extend their unbeaten run in 2013 to 6 matches. Wynberg fly-off Sia Alam scored 25 points, including a hat-trick of tries to help beat St. Stithians 50-13.
It's really important. We thought we'd be outnumbered here, but actually a lot of guys came around and actually supported us from the start. It's really nice, helped us a lot.
We caught up with the Saints coach Ian Rickleton to hear his thoughts on the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was certainly a tough one for us. Wynberg got a good side, and they showed it again. They've had a really fantastic weekend. At 43-6, I thought we were going to get buried properly, but I'm pleased to say that we responded well in the last 15 minutes, and I would have liked us to score another try and maybe end on 20. But anyway, they're a good side. I must say our guys, although outgunned, hung in and fought really well. So I'm very pleased with a lot of their effort.
The Kes Easter Festival was first staged in 2002 as a key event in celebrating the school's centenary. The success of the inaugural event resulted in this festival becoming an integral part of the annual calendar. The boerie rolls, beers, and of course the rugby makes this a top-class event.
Very happy. I think unfortunately there have been one or two lopsided games, but other than that, good crowds. Boys seem to be enjoying the rugby and the hockey, which we have today as well. So yeah, very happy.
Centurions showed their class at the festival with impressive wins over Lichtenburg and Marlow. However, it was against the Golden Lions Invitation 15 that they really flexed their muscles, running in 13 tries in an 89-0 demolition job.
Well, basically, it was a good game, but there's a lot of things we can do more better than we did. But it was a bit loose, and the defense of the other span was a bit weak, but it go well.
Trinity House had a tough draw against Alderaan on day 2 in a very tough encounter. Alderaan wing Ruben Opperman proved to be the difference between the two sides, running in 4 tries to give his side a 28-16 win. Trinity House, however, would bounce back with a shock victory against hosts Kes on the final day. Garsfontein were arguably the team of the festival, scoring no less than 295 points in their 3 matches against the Golden Lions, Lichtenburg and Parktown. No doubt this quality Garsies team will be eager to surprise a few of the big guns this season. Parktown and Hudson Park locked horns in a tightly contested clash. Hudson Park scored 3 tries to the 2 of Parktown, but it was the sublime goal-kicking of Parktown centre Brandon Hobden that won the match for his team. Parktown walking away with a 32-22 victory.
I think we stuck to our guns and we stayed very humble because we knew that they're going to come hard at us, and we've been working in training because we knew we're not the biggest side. We had to work on our fitness.
The most anticipated match of the day was host school Kes taking on tough opposition in the form of Marlow from Craddock. The match had its fair share of crunching tackles and moments of brilliance for the full capacity crowd to enjoy. Marlow were down 13-6 at the halftime break, but a few stern words and some oranges seemed to do the trick. The Kes defense bravely kept the visitors at bay until finally a try from Marlow wing Michael Puerta changed the face of the game. Despite a few desperate attacks towards the end of the match from Kes, it was Marlow who held on for an impressive 2016 win.
The new BlackBerry Z10 lets you peek in and out of messages in the BlackBerry Hub from any app. BlackBerry Z10 with BlackBerry Hub, built to keep you moving.
Eight boys and 7 girls teams battled it out on the AstroTurf in the hockey action at the St. Stithians Festival. In the boys' hockey action, the hosts St. Stithians and Sax from Cape Town were the standout teams. The two went unbeaten in the first 2 days of play and were scheduled for a mouth-watering encounter to open day 3. It was a tightly contested affair in which Saints ultimately came out on top 3-2.
And the competition out here is great. It's good to play such top teams, and in the level of performance of everyone is just great, and I think we can take that and we can learn from the other teams and take it into the league with us.
In the girls' action, the matches were tightly contested, with none of the 7 teams able to keep an unblemished record. St. Stithians Girls College and Alexandra College were the most impressive teams on display, losing only 1 match each. On the netball courts, 15 teams battled things out for supremacy, using a combination of speed and skill to better their opponents. St. Stithians, Florida, and St. Andrew's School for Girls from Bedford View all enjoyed excellent festivals, going unbeaten over the 3 days. St. Andrews will be especially proud of their 18-15 win against reigning St. Peter's Festival champions, Krugersdorp.
12 of the top rugby schools in South Africa, Namibia and Zimbabwe descended on the 18th St. John's College Easter Rugby Festival. As always, there was a fantastic atmosphere at the festival, with everyone getting into the vibe and excited for the start of the new schoolboy rugby season.
Schoolboy rugby is always amazing to watch, and I mean the vibe at St. John's is always amazing. I mean it cares, supporting our home team. I mean mainly Hudson Park. So yeah, Schoolboy rugby is interesting.
Windhoek Gym from Namibia, SGS Fulton College from the UK, and St. John's Harare from Zimbabwe offered the festival some international flavour. While a number of schools impressed, the standout schools were regular rugby powerhouses Waterkloof and Paul Boys High. The two juggernauts squared off on the final day of the festival. The match was a seesaw affair with the lead regularly changing hands between Kloofies and Boys High.
There's top schools that come here year after year after year, and I've seen some Springboks come and go here over the last 7 years. I mean, one of the youngsters that was actually from St. John's is young Dimitri Katrakilis, and it's wonderful to see that type of talent come through. And then of course there's the vibe, which is something really special.
The match between host St. John's College and their Zimbabwean namesake St. John's Harare was always going to be a game with a bit of extra needle. The home support was in full voice as their team held a narrow lead at half-time. However, it was the Zim cousins from Harare who claimed the honours in a tight 18-15 victory.
It's brilliant. I know some of the war cries, some of them are my old boys, OJs, but yeah, I love it. I love playing in front of the school, I love playing in front of my boys, I love playing in front of my matrics that I saw on this field a few years back.
The biggest win of the festival was Paul Boys' 72 points to 5 destruction job of English visitors Fulton. Flying wing Ferlin Fers starred in the match, scoring a magnificent 4 tries.
Well, definitely my team allowed me to score that. My forwards doing the hard work, making it easy for the backs. So most definitely my team, I salute them.
Next week on School Sports News, we take a closer look at all the action from the Easter festivals in KZN at Kearsley College and Maritzburg College. The popular Kearsley Rugby Festival attracts some of the big names in schoolboy rugby and produces a few surprising results. Maritzburg College celebrates their 150-year anniversary with a special festival, drawing a number of the top schoolboy rugby teams to the infamous Goldstones Field. Finally, some quality schoolboy hockey on the Maritzburg Astro brings out some thrilling goals.
The 2013 rugby season is well underway, with the Easter Rugby Festivals having come and gone. This has given us the opportunity to come up with our first rugby ranking for the new season, with several of the more recognised sides showing face in the top 20. Outeniqua find themselves in a rare number 1 spot. The Quaggas have a red-hot side in 2013, and they have lived up to the pre-season hype with wins over Grey Bloem, Westville and Irge Janssen, cementing their spot atop the rankings. They are followed closely by Paul Jim, Affies and Waterkloof, who all look the real deal with unbeaten records so far. But don't write the Grey Bloem boys off yet. One swallow doesn't make a summer, and the Springbok factory will no doubt bounce back to compete for top spot in the regular season. That's our considered opinion, but we're sure you have your own, and we'd like to hear it. Visit us online at schoolsportsnews.co.za and let us know what you think.